Hello everybody, how are we? My name is Unicorn Pondu. Welcome back to another video. So here we are. After last night, Chantal went live again. No, this is not an old live stream, and it is titled Why I Put My Hijab Back On. Live stream from last night magically gone, but not deleted. No, she didn't permanently delete it from her channel. It went private. So it's still on her channel technically, we just can't see it. I mean, personally, I've never seen someone try to speedrun kill their own channel before, but yet here we are. So with that said, where's Sauce's live stream receipts at? And let's see what Chantal has to say today, shall we?
Hello.
By the way, the other Canada live streams are still there. Interesting. I know I have her sped up, but she is acting very weird in this one too.
No, Syria is not in our future. What begins? Living my life how I want, not how others want?
Wasn't her whole entire spiel the other day about how he made her do that? By the way, before I forget, I could have sworn as she said that she's not going to be taking anything like the abayas or the hijabs back with her. Am I misremembering that? I could have sworn she said that. What I think is going on, or at least a very small portion of it, is she lost her grip on him, so she's trying everything she can to try to reel him back in, but he's not coming.
No more skirt shirts. Fed up with my hair? Honestly, if I'm being honest, there's a combination of things going through my mind. First of all, I'm so confused. Like I've always been. You guys don't know how hard it is unless you're in my situation. Like being between cultures, like when you're from a culture and when I've spent the last 3 years adapting to a different culture, and then it's just like, I thought like you guys, I thought it would be so easy to just rip everything off and just go back to like how I was 3 years ago, but it's not like that, and it has nothing to do with Salah.
Now, do I believe that? No, absolutely not. Probably saw what she said about him the other day, and he probably wasn't happy. Two people to be separated, they really are talking quite a bit, aren't they?
I thought it would, but it doesn't. Like, regardless if I ever talk to Salah again or not, like, this just feels better for me right now, and maybe I just need more time. I don't know, but, yeah. So.
Honestly, I give it a maximum of 5 days.
Right. It's up for me to decide, and right now, this just feels better. Is it partly because, you know, it's just, I guess I just, you know, believe in Allah, and, has nothing to do with a man, obviously. Like, I don't want to be near a man right now. I don't care about men. I just care about myself and growing as a person, and, you know. Did you throw out the bacon? I'm gonna probably give it to my mom. Rainbow Road, you need help. What am I going to go to a therapist and say? I'm just confused about religion, about my self-image, which is totally normal.
Yeah, of course it's normal, but they might be able to help you a little bit.
Nobody should be disappointed in something that I want to do for myself spiritually. You know, it's just weird. Wee-doo-wee! Hey, Charles.
Yeah, do you guys see what I mean by she's acting weird even for Chantal?
Yeah, it's my life. Hey, ACP, I'm still the same. I'm not the same person I was 3 years ago, because acting, like, just getting high and, acting just, like, I feel like I have no purpose doing stuff like that. You know, I want to grow. I don't want to regress. I'm sorry, but I don't.
I'm not gonna be the one to tell her.
People don't think it's for you, cutie. Well, people aren't me, and they don't have a right to tell me how to live my life, Catlu. Right? People don't know me 100% like they think they do. Obviously.
Till you can't keep your mouth shut and tell us everything and then get mad whenever we bring up the words that you say.
The real Tanya, thank you for the super chat. Could have waited till you went back for that. Could have waited till I went back to where? I'm not going anywhere. Canada's my home now. I like my place. I'm not leaving, but I still, obviously, I've lived in the Middle East for 3 years. The whole time, it wasn't miserable, but I'm just very confused about myself.
Uh-oh, do you guys see it? We got a rage pinky.
And I still do have a lot of that culture in my heart, and it's going to take a while to get back. Like, I feel like I have reverse culture shock right now. People think I'm only in Canada for 3 months. It's not true. Baldness and chins. Well, if that was the case, when in the history of YouTube have I ever been ashamed of that?
You've been back to Canada. Multiple times you've been trying to hide it.
But I will admit, and even the aunties in Syria said, like, I was like, my hair, because they were like, take off the hijab, like, when just as women. And I'm like, my hair's ugly. And they're like, well, if you continue to wear the hijab, you won't have to worry about any of that. Even they joke about that, so who cares? That is a perk of it, not having to worry about your hair. 100%, but that's not the only reason. Right, there you go. Okay, here we go. Lynn. Foodie, I support you as you are. Hey, Elvira. F everyone else that doesn't approve. They are the ones with the problems. They can't control what you wear. Exactly. You can't control what I wear or how I feel. will you be doing any other, even if I didn't want to be Muslim and wear a hijab, I'm allowed to. There's no law, there's no sin. There's a lot of Christians that wear hijab. There's a lot of people who don't even practice who wear hijab. It's not about that. And personally, yes, I will be. I have always still been practicing. Even if I had bacon, even if I smoked weed, I still pray. I still was praying this whole trip back here. I don't think I would have gotten through it without God, you know? But it doesn't mean I'm going to be boring. It's just that, you know, if you expect me to just be, you know, high and messy all the time, then that might be boring for you, yeah.
Only thing anyone has ever wanted from you is content. Nothing else, nothing more, just original, watchable, nicely edited, not lazy content. And you can't even give us that.
Well, you have a right to be confused, Harley, but I've been explaining it. I think the issue is that nobody believes it, which I mean, I don't know why, but I explained. When I left, I signed divorce papers, and Salah has to bring them to the court, which is in Damascus, which is pretty far, and he just hasn't gotten around to it yet.
How would you know? You left.
I ate through prayer. Maybe I prayed after I got off live. You don't know. You're not the prayer police. You don't have a right to tell someone when to pray, how to worship Allah, how to worship God. Because Allah is just another word for God, if that's what's confusing you guys. I'm sure there's a lot of you in here who believe in God, right? I look like I look like an auntie right now. I'm not being forced to wear this. From who? Salah bound, no. I've seen many people who are non-Muslim wearing hijab on social media. I'm a scammer and a grifter, right? What am I scamming by wearing a hijab?
The eye darting didn't help any.
Can you tell me that? No, because you probably have no brain. Mosque bees. I'm staying in Canada 100 million%. Yeah, it's not about looks, key. It's okay. I was excited and then I took it off and I feel weird now. Yes, I am Muslim. I've sinned.
Okay, so we're back to here then. Okay.
And I've been confused, but putting Kat in a room alone is abuse. I don't even have to explain that. Like, she stays. Oh my god, she bees so hard. Last night she knocked over my she's like a completely different cat at night. When she thinks I'm sleeping, she does everything she can. She eats 2 huge bowls of food, drinks almost the whole thing of water, goes for a big crap, kicks litter everywhere, knocks over my ring light.
Maybe don't have an animal if you're not prepared to have one. Wow, what an adult idea. You know what? Good for her. You go, unnamed cat.
She's like in risky business, sliding across the room. Even if I want to hide my double chin, who cares? It's still my choice. Why would you be mad about that? How someone else lives their life? I don't know. Anyway, no, I won't make them private. I'll just keep the ones that are there.
And that's where I'm just like, that is really, really, really weird. Obviously, it's for money, but like, makes you question, right?
No, not back with Salah at all. I didn't even talk to him at all today. Like, this is just how I feel.
Oh yeah, sure, we believe you with that great acting. I think I've seen better acting in, some videos that I've seen. I'm not gonna disclose where, but, you have to be a certain age. How about that?
If people don't want to support me or watch me because I'm Muslim or because I have a hijab on, that's crazy to me. But if that's how you are, and that's fine.
And here we go.
Flip-flopping is normal when you're confused as a person, Amelia. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And if it doesn't feel authentic, it doesn't have to you. I don't owe you anything. If I wanted to wear a hijab for whatever reason, I'm allowed to.
Like viewers, they don't have to watch you or be in your chat. They don't owe you anything.
If I wanted to wear it for Salah, I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to live my life how I want to. You're allowed to comment on it, and I'm allowed not to give a shit. There you go. No, I'm not worried about discrimination, whatever. That's about them, not me. Like, you know, I'm not gonna conform to a certain way or be uncomfortable just to fit in anymore. And like, I know that's how I felt like I was doing in Syria. I wasn't comfortable in Syria and I wouldn't want to live there. Yeah, the nails are so annoying. Honestly, they felt tacky and gross. Like having glued on plastic on my nails.
And your viewers actually paid for it. Congratulations, guys. Aren't you glad that you spent your hard-earned money on this? Great job.
No, I don't like it. Life is just better with God. I don't know how to describe it. I don't need a prayer rug because I can't prostate. I can't prostrate. My knees are screwed from when I fell on the bus at the airport that one day. Oh my gosh, my knee. Oh, even to move it like after it's been bent a long time. Getting up off the floor all the time. You know, I gotta find myself, and I think that this just feels better. Honestly, how do we take the hijab and the Muslim religion serious when you get high? Well, I'm an addict, but I'm gonna try not to smoke anymore.
So notice the wording. She's not going to quit. She's going to try to quit. Those are not the same thing.
Who's gonna attack me? Nobody. Okay, first of all, real Muslims don't attack others. Shouldn't attack others.
Yeah, is anyone gonna tell her? Because I'm not.
Second, being confused is pretty normal, especially if you were raised Catholic in the West and then you go to the Middle East. Like these, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm that doing anything that special. It's between you and Allah. It shouldn't be for another human being to judge. They have no right, you know? So, whatever. I mean, so I think some of you just have to accept that this might be who I am now. You know, maybe I really was. I don't know. I miss, like, when you live a certain way every day forever.
And she trails off. She's going to go shopping. I'll try to make it semi-watchable, but, like, we're going to a store. Whoopee, I've never seen that content before. And here I am trying to make this watchable because it's on mute. Fun. Hi, it's me again. So, this is as fast as I could make it. I'm sorry. If I could make it faster, I would. I don't know, this whole entire live stream, honestly, is just weird. Overall, across the board, weird.
Fat. Fat.
And I just got flashbacks about the fact that she ate a whole entire thing of, hamburger helper last night.
If you're curious what I got, this $13.99 Turkish coffee warmer. This is medium cardamom Turkish coffee, which is a really good brand, HIJAB, which was $20. This will last a long time since it's just me. I'm not making coffee for a million people. Although, when I really think about it, it was okay, you know. I was getting on that plane anyways. I'm happier in my environment here. So, you know. I still not talked to you since yesterday. Nope, we don't talk much.
Yeah, you see how she flipped her words there? Yeah, we don't talk, much. Sure, and I'm skinny. Well, hello again. How are we? We're on mute again. Fun. Yay. Fellow 90s babies out there, I'm just imagining the 10-second tidy music to this. You're welcome for that image.
Okay, there's no music. Mackerel.
Dang it, and we're on mute again. I'm skipping forward. I don't care.
When you drive, you don't hear the car. On a hybrid.
Once again, I know I have her sped up, but girl.
So, I got tomato paste, plantains, ripe ones, and jumbo. Oh, turn on music. Oh, how cute. Sorry about that. My breathing is bad.
Yeah, I kind of preferred it when we were on mute, I'm not gonna lie. And the rest of this is on mute, and I'm gonna be skipping forward.
Got a broom, tongs, dustpan, $10 for all three. Not bad. Well, whether you think I'm doing it because I'm ashamed of my hair, I've never been ashamed of anything and hid anything. So it doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. I'm there's probably other women who do that.
Ooh, yeah, the stuttering.
Yeah, you can just put, I know what you mean, Nessa, but you can just put it on and off when you feel like it. Yes, you can. There's no, like, law. You can even be Muslim and not wear hijab, so I'm sure a lot of people go through this and do the same thing, and I'm public, so that's why it's worse for me. I get that, I understand people's confusion, but there's a farm boy. There's no, like, law, like, it's just, you know. There's even a lot of Muslims who argue that hijab is compulsory. Because, like, in the Quran, it says to, like, draw your cloaks so that men don't look at you and, like, they don't bother you. Islam, there's a lot of quotes from the Quran, like, protecting women, and people have distorted that, like, culturally have distorted that, like, with misogyny over the years. over many, many years. But, like men and women are equal in Islam, but a lot of people have the stereotype that men are dominating the women. Yes, it is also in the Quran that women should respect their husbands and everything, but you should be respecting, if you're married, each other. You know, you should.
Okay, is this going back to Salah? You guys are divorced. Why does that matter? Not the message, but for her.
You should. You shouldn't be married if you're not, you know, gonna respect each other. But I left all of my abayas in Syria, and I left most of my stuff there.
I thought so. I think what happened was I got this shirt confused with this one. They kind of look similar, but not really. My bad, sorry.
Like most of my hijabs, my prayer outfits. I have one prayer outfit with me, and a couple of hijabs. How are you guys still here? How long do these take? I'm on my new cloud couch. But how long does this take to puff up? You don't know what my apartment looks like? It's just walls. But thank you. See you soon for more beating, guys. Bye. See you later.
Weird is the only thing I gotta say. Of this live, she was in a line at some sort of store or something. I don't know. I really don't care, if I'm being quite honest with you, because it took forever. So with that said, thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.